and this is the Sci-Fi Critic. AAA. Triple A. AKK. AKA.
Yes. AKA Kai or Zane.
No, you have to pick one. You have to pick one.
Fine. AKA Laid.
Okay, he's Lloyd.
It's Laid. You haven't even seen the show.
You're AKA Lloyd.
You haven't even seen the movie.
LLOYD. I name you. Lloyd.
His real name is Lloyd, but
See, I'm right.
His name in the entire show is Laid and movie.
So, Cassie, do you want to tell us what we're watching? Wait, I nominated. Yeah, wait.
Your computer's done.
Cutting, see? There's more.
But it's still...
wait, there's more.
But it still thinks it's just Bruce when it's gone.
It's a new theme, and we're doing playing God. I forgot.
Yes, actually, last time you did it.
We had some technical issues, so this is the second take.
We had to delete the entire 35, past 35
It was more than 35. It was crazy.
It was like, yeah.
Apparently, none of the audio even recorded. Anyway, so that sucked. Do you want to just do a little bit of a talk about what we've watched in the last bit? So I watched a film. I watched Meg 2. It was pretty good. It wasn't as funny as the first one.
I watched Predator.
You did not. For context, watch Predator.
I did.
Okay.
Fine, I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, you haven't gotten around to it.
And
you just don't have time.
Much time.
And by the time this thing will release, I will have seen Into the Spider-Verse.
Because I would have been watching Predator right now, but
we're on podcast.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yes. So I'm gonna real quick edit in a little clip of me reviewing, just giving a little bit of an opinion on Intro to the Spoilers. So let's just do a little bit jump into plot, guys. Plot? Okay. You ready? And I think I'm gonna jump in. Off the top of my head, a little bit of a plot synopsis. In this movie, we find Nolan, We find Bruce Nolan. Bruce Nolan has gotten down on his luck. He got fired from his job. After freaking out and telling God to smite him, he gets a job as God.
And then he gains God's power.
And then, in this movie, we will follow Bruce Almighty.
These funny scenes that I will say. Copyrighted by Nolan.
Yes. So that was a bit of a synopsis.
Yes, when I said copyrighted by Nolan.
Yep, copyrighted. Copyright.
That was very random.
Restricted, copyrighted. I own these 3 scenes.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You only own the soup scene. And the Bruce Almighty scene. I own the bee butt scene. Anyway. No, it's not bee butt. It's bee mouth. And it's actually monkey butt.
Bruh, Cassidy. Sorry. So, first we follow Bruce Nolan, who has a bit of a, what is that called? Weatherman. He's a weatherman, but doesn't do the weather.
He's not a weatherman.
He's a reporter.
Yes.
He's a reporter, and he's reporting on the world's largest cookie.
But do you actually know what type of job they are? Maybe you don't know no job apart. I know all jobs apart. I'm the job man. That's actually my job. to be a job bat. And I'm a job bat. That's my job. That's right. I'm 80.
Makes a bad noise. So, he walks in and he sees his dog peeing on the couch and he says, B-E-A, beautiful. That's the only reason I can spell B-E-A, beautiful.
Seriously?
Yep, it's the only reason I can spell that.
I learned that many years before I watched this movie. Many years.
And then,
dude, I'm 18.
Cassidy, stop the age thing. Anyway, he gets this live job at getting to record the Maiden of the Mist. And it's going really close to Niagara Falls, and he puts on this goofy hat, and he goes crazy and gets fired promptly. And then he gets jumped by a bunch of people because he was trying to defend someone, and he gets beat up pretty bad. Oh, and then he's got some mail. And then he finds some mail that he sees. There's the number that calls him, and then he hangs up. And then the number calls again. And again and again until eventually he comes. And meets a janitor and promises that he'll
meet at 7.
Yep, meet at 7 to help him mop the floor.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
I think you you're the head of my assistant.
Anyway.
My assistant is a dog.
So, and then he says there's God. The dude says he's God, and then they're counting the fingers, and then he pulls out, no, it was 5, and then he grows 2 more 7s, and then he grows 2 more fingers, and he was correct, it was 7. And then he says, if you leave this room, you will have the powers of God. And then he runs away. Into a china shop. Into a shop. Into like a soup shop. And he orders some soup, and he asks for a spoon, but his spoon gets coughed up. And Cassie, that's your cue. He wants to talk about the soup.
And then he uses his powers. Suddenly, a bunch of people in wind. And then the soup splits in half.
Yeah.
It's like in that one Crafty video when the water hits him and it splits in half. Or in Moana when it splits in half.
One sec. Oh, and then he meets up with God again, and he's walking on water. God explains the 2 rules, almost as important as the 3 rules of gremlinage.
You need it if you haven't seen Gremlin or Gremlin 2. Gremlin 2 is better.
Gremlin 2 is not better.
And also, the kissy Gremlin.
We're not talking about Gremlin 2, bro.
Okay, fine.
So, he's walking on water. 2 rules. 2 very important rules. First of all, don't say you're God. It's just a bad idea. You don't want that kind of press. And
do not use them irresponsibly.
No free will manipulation, like no mind control or something.
And now it's my cue.
And then he goes around, I got the power. And then he meets the thugs. Cassidy, that's your cue.
Finally! I've been waiting for this funniest moment forever. Okay. So, he goes down, talks with him. He says, say sorry. And then this one guy says, I'll say sorry when a monkey climbs out my butt. And then he's like, what a coincidence. Or something like that.
What a coincidence. That day's today. Sorry.
And then suddenly, he got shaken. And then a monkey breaks a hole in his panty. And then he's like, holy, what I can't say.
Yeah.
And then they run away and he falls over. Then he's like, how about some side of beef with some wasp? Yeah! And then fires a mouthful of it. Like, ah! And then he closes his mouth. And then opens it again and a bee falls out. And then the monkey comes out. Hello, butt monkey. Go back to your... Are you gonna go back to your home? He's just getting up and then the monkey and he runs and jumps onto his fin. Then he's like, oh! The monkey's back in his home. And then he falls off the fence onto his back. The monkey's back in his home. Wait, he might actually die from a monkey. And it was a full-sized monkey.
Oh, and
it was a full adult monkey. No baby.
Nah,
it was
a monkey. It wasn't like those big apes from Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes, shout out.
I haven't gotten around to watching that either.
Bro, you really need to. They're good. They're amazing.
Movies that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I mean they're really good. There are a lot of great movies I haven't seen yet either. And then he gets his job back when some people are reporting on this like really good police dog, and then the police dog finds a body. And then the people record, and then he grabs a camera and he's recording the police, and then he records the recorders recording the recording, and they actually have 50 million pounds of marijuana, which he summoned in. He probably also summoned in the dead body. And now he's back that he has the job back.
Oh, he did? I didn't actually think he summoned the dead body.
Yeah, I think he did. Oh, and then he has and then he's reporting on the chili, on a chili cook-off, and a asteroid lands. He definitely didn't have anything to do with that.
He definitely did.
And then Bruce is just a menace when the dude who has the anchor position is doing a thing, and then he gets the anchor job and he takes his wife on, not wife yet. He takes his girlfriend on a giant date. Oh, but then he has a seizure. And then he comes back, and it turns out you're getting prayers, and if you don't answer enough for too long, you get a seizure. That's later.
It is?
We're talking about the things. Okay, can I talk then? So, alright. First, he's trying to organize the mail into, may every prayer be a file. And then his entire room is filled up with files. May every prayer be a sticky note. And then his entire house is filled up with... I've got an idea. May every prayer be a... You've got mail. You've got mail. And then he just... super speed... types up. And then he gives up and just clicks yes on everything. And then he goes to the Friday party because he's throwing a party because he got anger.
Oh.
And he's trying to call his wife, and then
suddenly this woman just kisses him.
Yep.
He tries to fight.
And his
white swan.
And the wife comes back.
Not white dolphin.
And then the girlfriend comes back, and then they break up. And then Bruce is sad.
Wait, did something?
Oh, and then it turns into Mad Max because when Bruce said click,
we forgot something huge.
What did we forget?
In the second episode. In the fourth episode.
What?
We're not the end of this episode yet. Actually, if we skip over the time where nothing important happens, then we're there.
Nah. So then everything turns into Mad Max because everyone wished to win the lottery. So 50 bajillion people won the lottery, and then it was crazy. And then he gets some advice from God that I don't remember what was. And then he starts fixing stuff, and then stuff gets fixed.
And then
he dies.
He gets rolled over by a truck.
Yep.
He never actually dies.
And then he comes back.
And then they were engaged, and then he's back in knees. Now.
So, do you want to transition to Mailbag?
Sure.
So we got two emails in. 2 people emailed in. So I'm quite interested. 2 people. That's quite a many. Oh. This first one is coming from Coyote.
Wilson.
Coyote or... This one's coming from Coyote, and they picked Bruce Almighty. This is a fun, funny, and oddly poignant movie, mixing messaging of be careful what you wish for, and with great power comes great responsibility. Can we just have a hand for Spider-Man quote? Very good. All this with a heaping dose of Jim Carrey's iconically over-the-top comedy physical comedy styles, and the best of all casting choices, Morgan Freeman as God. It was some unnecessary 5th grade boy humor that I don't care for which would be the biggest complaint. On the plus side, this is the movie that taught me how to spell B-E-A, beautiful.
B-E-A,
and that's
beautiful.
4. I'm splitting 4 1/4 bowls of soup. I'm sorry, you can't do quarters, so I'm gonna just real quick round that to an even half. That's always nice. Sorry about that.
Who is that?
And then this one comes in from Chris.
Schupa.
You don't say the last name. Just say the first name. Dear Sci-Fi critics, I've been a fan of Jim Carrey nearly my whole life since I saw The Mask at a young age. So can I say in the middle?
Say what?
Can I say? Okay. So, 2 notes. 1, The Mask is amazing. And 2, you asked how young is the age? Because... his acting can be so over the top. It seemed to me, he dialed his performance down to let the godly powers be the more than human part of his character. And the supporting cast was excellent too. Jennifer Aniston and Steve Carell are both hilarious in their own right, and Morgan Freeman is a god I can believe in. Exclamation point. Altogether a great film with a religious premise that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Hey!
If I had 5 Maidens of the Mist, I would sail all 5.
Hey, Nolan.
Keep it up. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
And that was our audience. So, let's jump into final thoughts.
Okay.
So, it's final thoughts. What was your rating?
My rating is 4.5 monkeys coming out of your butt.
So half a monkey's gonna come out of your butt? Maybe you're gonna spit some wasps, maybe too? How are you gonna, is like half a monkey gonna come out? What's your plan for the fraction?
Yes, a head and a tail is gonna come out. What's gonna come out?
Only part of a monkey.
No, literally, the tail is like induced like it's one monkey, just a head coming out into a tail behind it.
Oh, I thought they would be disconnected.
No, they're connected into some weird thing. It's some weird thing. It's got to be connected, dude.
Some odd abomination.
It's also gonna have one leg. Just gonna have one leg.
Okay.
Ooh, I can attach it to the head for a mohawk. What's its leg? It's just a mohawk.
Okay, so I'm gonna be, if I was able to walk on water, I would take a 4.5 kilometer walk. Now, is that all your final thoughts? Do you have any other specific things? Okay.
I'm Cassidy.
No, Cassidy. What are we watching next episode?
We are watching Jurassic World Rebirth.
Jurassic World Rebirth. And so that's the Plain God theme. Make sure to head to the Discord to nominate your pick. All nominations will be read out next episode. And then you'll make sure to get voting. And then episode after that will be your guys' pick. So that's epic. And Cassidy, can we... No, not yet. Can we just have a bit of clarification for what the theme is? I think I have an idea based on what yours is, but can you tell me an idea? Based on your Jurassic Park and Bruce Almighty, I think I have a good explanation, but I'm curious if you have one for explanation of what Plain God means.
Yes, I do.
What?
It means a person is not God, but has, like, no control over having the power, but it kind of has it.
Oh, so like someone who has powers that they don't understand or like can't control?
Yeah.
Okay, I quite like that definition. I feel like it goes with the Jurassic World Rebirth pick that you picked very well. So,
yeah,
a bit of a short episode because technical difficulties. Last episode went long, and it actually went long by the exact amount of time we were going short. So, yeah, that's ironic.
Peace sign off fast.
Are you ready? I'm Nolan.
And I'm Cassidy.
And this is the Sci-Fi Critic signing off.